Well, hi, this is Henry Chamberlain, and I'm glad you're joining us in celebrating Veterans Day. To all the veterans out there, the BOMA members, thank you very much for your service. I've been back out on the road. It's been nice doing a little bit of traveling. Of course, we talked about the annual conference up in Boston. It was a big success. Just came back from our medical office buildings and healthcare real estate conference in Dallas. We had a little over 900 people there. Deal-making forum. Half of the crowd are doing deals around the edge. The rest are going into some great education on trends in the industry, finance, compliance, all the good things that are going on there. So it was really an amazing conference. Some interesting issues there that the industry is looking at. One is, of course, vaccines. There are vaccine mandates around the country. It's also a labor shortage. Some of the folks that are being mandated are saying, well, we're going to leave our jobs at a time when there's already that big labor shortage. You combine that, of course, with the Great Resignation. We're looking at what upwards of 30% of the workforce might switch jobs in the next 2 years. So people are really looking at that because it really impacts the kind of business that can be done. And then you do that at the same time the demographics are changing. Boomers really are retiring, and I'd say in accelerated numbers now. Millennials expect to be 70% of the workforce by 2030. So there's a lot going on there that people are dealing with. We had a futurist there, Jamie Metzel. If you haven't looked him up, please do sometime. Really talking about mRNA, the breakthroughs in terms of the science, how people are taking a look at DNA as a way to store information in the future. Artificial intelligence is the way to analyze all that data that's going on and really driving cures in the marketplace. He was fascinating, so Jamie Metzel. The other issue out there were supply chain woes, rising prices. You know, you're looking at inflation this year, 5+, probably 4% next year. People are really wondering what's going on with interest rates and inflation next year. So there's a little bit of a pause going on with a lot of the construction out there as people figure it out. But what a great conference that is. Also snuck away with Mark Dukes, our chairman for BOMA Fort Worth. 110 people. Michelle Lynn, the BA there, does a fantastic job with their leadership team. But talking about all the things we've been thinking about with BOMA, and I've been talking about that over the coming months, but taking a look at the future of the industry, right? The design, technology, how are we going to spread out and use buildings in different ways, leveraging up technology, touchless, and all the rest. So I had a great time with our friends in Fort Worth. We've got some great material there. And then the end of last week, I got to head out to Denver, working with BOMA Denver Metro, their BA, Stephen Shepard. It was an orientation session with a terrific leadership team there. And then we really concentrated on 4 topics: diversity, equity, and inclusion, and of course workforce development for the obvious reasons, advocacy, and I love the way they talk about policy, not politics, because I think of our politics as pro-business. And of course, political action committees, the importance in giving to them, Colorado PAC, BOMA PAC, so we have the relationship with lawmakers out there. Education, delivery, how much time do people have for in-person, how do we preserve that virtual piece of it, and then membership development and recruitment, the office crowd, but that growing industrial warehouse, distribution center crowd, medical office buildings, mixed use, and the rest. So a lively week, of course, a lot of topics for us to deal with as we look towards Thanksgiving in a few weeks. A lot going on, but it's exciting to get back on the road and see people in person. Thanks.